Hello, my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers all over the world. I greet you all and I welcome you all to this broadcast of this day. This is an early morning broadcast and also a quick one at that. Before I proceed, please, I want you to take 1 minute of your time uh, to just write "rest in peace" for an icon, George Obiozo, the Igbo president, have passed on. He have joined his ancestors. And also, at the same way as you are typing rest in peace for him, also type rest in peace for 7 women who are burned to death as their bus explodes on Shagamu Benin Expressway. So please just take 1 minute of your time and say rest in peace, and we proceed. It is really a time of joy to show love, but it is now a time of sorrow for some families. Well, whichever way it happens, only God knows the best. We cannot avert death, but most of the deaths are being caused by our own people. That is the problem we are having in Nigeria. But whichever way it comes, may the God and the Lord and the God be praised. So please, if you are not subscribed to my channel, endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Turn on the notification button so you'll be notified each time we go live or post something new on our channel. So let us go straight into the business of this day. In case you never hear about new name for our grandpa, I know one call name, but Olisa Metuh, he called him, he said Semi Amadioha. Please, if you want to know who is Semi Amadioha, go to nigerianews.com or you go to Sahara Reporters Newsline. You can go to Punch newspaper, Guardian, or Daily Trust. They have the name of that person who went to Ofala and begin to castigate P2B. So Lisa Metuh came out and said, and warned the Semi Amadioha to leave this small Amadioha to leave P2B alone and focus on his own old age life. So please, I know me talk. I just tell Baba if putting that one na you sabi. Let us go straight into the business of the day. 7 women burned to death as bus explodes on Shagamu Benin Expressway. At least 7 people reportedly died in a tragic bus explosion around the Odobulu Junction on the Shagamu Benin Expressway in Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, on Wednesday. Okute News learned that the victims were women who reportedly burned to death due to the degree of the fire. What a sad moment. The traffic incident involved a Mazda bus marked AGL 886YD carrying 15 passengers. It was gathered that the bus went up in flames due to engine oil overflow along the highway. And nobody noticed that. The driver, nor the conductors, nor even the passengers know what is happening. Are they sleeping? Chai. 7 women burned beyond recognition. It's a heartbreaking. Confirming the incident to reporters, the spokesman of the Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Corps in Ogun State, Babatunde Akimbi, said the incident occurred on Wednesday at 2:50 p.m. He said other passengers on the bus sustained varying degrees of injuries. The cops explained that an eyewitness is confirmed to the agency that the lone fatal crash, nobody didn't hit anybody, didn't hit any pole, nobody threw fire on the car, crashed when coming from the Kosofo area of Lagos inbound Egbe for a church revival when its engine suddenly caught fire and killed 7 people. He said the number of passengers in the commercial bus was 15, out of which 7 families were burned to death, while the remaining 7 were seriously burned and taken to Ijebu-Ode General Hospital for treatment. However, the driver of the bus escaped. The accidented Mazda bus has been taken to Odobolu Motor Traffic Divisions. Akimbi, while commiserating with the families of the deceased, urged motorists to maintain and service their vehicles regularly to avoid this kind of thing happening again. Just in, government strike free inmates after bombing police division in Anambra State. Wait for the news, it's coming later. They will target IPOB. That is it now. They have perpetrated this act now. This one now is being done. It's being done and perpetrated peacefully by the government of the day. But now, watch later, you will see this news now that IPOB have went there to free. Even when that of Imo State happened, when they said unknown gunmen, barely 30 minutes that thing happened, no any investigation. The former IGP of police said it was IPOB who perpetrated the act. No any investigation of whatsoever. Nothing. And we are watching. Nobody is saying anything. All the prominent men in the East, everybody keep calm. The only thing they know how to do is to castigate their own brother who is running for presidency. But things is spoiling in our own land. They keep calm. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody is doing anything. All they keep doing is following their paymasters. But very soon, they will understand that any eye where they cry can also see. They have done more than enough harm than good in this country and in our own land, Biafra. A group of unknown armed men has reportedly detonated explosives in the Ihiala Police Divisional Headquarters in the Ihiala local government area of Anambra State. It was gathered that the incident occurred in the wee hours of Wednesday and led to the freedom of some inmates. Reports revealed that assailants sporadically shot in the air during the operation, causing unrest in the neighborhood. Details of this will emerge later. But just like I said earlier, and I still repeat myself, wait for this news. You will find out that they will attribute it and they connect it to IPOB now or ESN. That is how they keep doing. And we have grown far more than that. All this kind of cheap blackmail, it doesn't touch us because they know exactly what they are doing, and the international community is also watching them. Man kills sugar mommy, sells her car in Abuja. The police command in the Federal Capital Territory has arrested a 31-year-old man over alleged murder of his lover. The suspect allegedly killed his lover, 48-year-old Ijeoma Felice, in the Federal Capital Territory, and then stole the victim's car and other valuables. The suspect, who was paraded at the IRT office in Abuja on Tuesday, confessed to having hit the victim with a pestle during an allegedly violent argument at her two-bedroom residence in the Rugbe area of Federal Capital Territory on October of 24, which is 2022. According to him, he met the deceased in a Facebook group in 2020, adding that their relationship started on a good note, which led to him moving into her apartment. You are a slave. Living your own apartment, or cannot afford apartment, you move to a woman's apartment. You are a fool. He claimed that the relationship turned abusive, with him being the victim. Okay. Speaking about the circumstances that led to her death, the suspect said he and Ijeoma had an argument over a Toyota Highlander she had given him, which he sold without her consent. It's alright. You are coming to chief now. You are a criminal. Things escalated and the argument morphed into a physical fight, which led to her death. He then took the Toyota Camry belonging to the deceased, along with her phone and some other belongings, before leaving the house. He added that he was arrested on November 2 after changing the car documents of the Camry and selling it for 1.7 million naira. That is your problem. A big boy like you, 31 years old, and you think your own has gone. You went into a business of sugar mommy, Abi. Speaking about the incident, the force public relations officer Olumuyiwa Adejobi said the arrest of the suspect followed the directive of the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, to fish out the culprit and to ensure no stone is left unturned in dealing with the criminal elements. Adejobi stated that the investigation is still ongoing and warned the public to be cautious about their activities on social media. That is all you need to know about this fine bobo who went ahead to kill his sugar mommy. If you cannot afford to stay with the sugar mommy, then why can't you go and look for your own money? They give you a car, you sold the car they give to you, and now you killed her to sell her own car and also her belongings. You are a renowned criminal, and now you will cool off at the panty or Kuje prison. Reno Omokri reveals how PDP can deal with Wike if he dumps PDP for Atiku or P2B. So now you are now the one that decided punishment that they made to Wike. Abi, you are looking for Wike trouble. When he remember you, you will going to run out of this your white BS. Former President Ed Reno Omonkita has advised the opposition People's Democratic Party PDP to do everything within its power to ensure that Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike remains in the party. Okute News report that Wike and other members of the G5 governors have been at loggerheads with the presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar following the refusal of Iyorchia Ayu to step down as the PDP national chairman for the Southerner. With the Ayu's refusal to resign, the governors are currently in the United Kingdom to finalize their decision to candidate to endorse ahead of the 2020 general elections. However, here are the report that the governors are considering the All Progressive Congress APC Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Labour Party flag bearer P2B. In a post shared on Twitter, Reno Omokri said PDP should do all it can to keep Wike in the party. According to Reno, if the Rivers State Governor endorses another candidate despite PDP's efforts, the party should woo the former Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi. He added that the PDP created Amechi and he can't coexist with Wike. He wrote, My dear People's Democratic Party, let us do all we can to keep Wike in the party. But if, despite our best efforts, he endorses outside the party, let us extend a right hand of fellowship to Rotimi Amechi. PDP created Amechi, and we know he can't coexist with Wike. So that is all you have to know about the current news from the man who said his name is Omonkiri, Abi Omonkita, I don't know. But they say a small goat, according to their own language. Saying a small goat where they checking us, just the shaky. You understand me? So that is it. So let us move to another news of this morning. You are a saboteur. Labour Party campaigns fires Arabambi over comment on Osun Tokun. Political jingoist. The Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council has slammed the party's former spokesperson Abayomi Arabambi over his comment on Balogun Akin Osun Tokun. Okute News report that Osun Tokun, the former managing director of the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, was named the new Director General, the DG, of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council on Tuesday. Osun Tokun replaced former presidential head Doyin Okukwe, who resigned as the headless man of the campaign council last week following his conviction over alleged money laundering act. Hours after Osun Tokun was appointed, Arabambi kicked against his appointment and asked him to immediately resign or face court action. Court action, hey, while I know they finish you. According to the Arabambi, Osun Tokun is the senatorial candidate of Zenith Labour Party in the Ekiti state in the forthcoming National Assembly election. So now by force to contest. But in a statement on Wednesday in Abuja, the spokesperson of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council, Diran Onifade, described the former spokesman as a saboteur who was doing the bidding of the party's detractor. Onifade also dismissed Arabambi's claim that Osun Tokun is a ZLP senatorial candidate, saying that the new DG only expressed interest in running for the Senate. The statement reads, period to what is an elevation in the campaign structure, Osun Tokun was the Southwest coordinator of the campaign, in which position he has been functioning. Truth is that Osun Tokun once expressed interest in running for the Senate, but such decision was invariably abandoned in preference for the national movement for a formidable third force to rescue Nigeria, for which P2B is the symbol of an unprecedented national coalition. Osun Tokun has thus not taken any step in actualization of any senatorial ambition and will not be deterred in the National Assembly of rescuing Nigeria through the Obi Dati movement, according to the spokesperson. The new position of the Director General of this continuation at the national level of the same objective at the Southwest Zone. Kindly note that Abayomi Arabambi is no longer the National Publicity Secretary of Labour Party. That is why he is causing commotion on the party's new appointee. He is a saboteur. serving the interests of generous paymasters outside the party. We urge that he be treated as such going forward. So that is all you people need to know about the saboteur, who is called Arabambi Abi Urubambi. Only them can tell. But we don't know. Only them can do what? Only them can tell. So let us take the last but not the least, the news of this Heidi, who is running from one pole to the other simply because the EFCC is looking for him. CBN monitors 6,047 BVNs over suspected fraudulent transactions. Okay, if you are going to tell us the truth, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, have placed at least 6,047 bank verification numbers of bank customers under watch list for fraudulent transactions. The development was disclosed in the CBN Financial Stability in June of 2022 report published in December of 2022 as well. The Apex banks also noted that 11,871 BVNs have been watchlisted as deceased persons this year. According to the report, CBN conducted an assessment of 28 banks and the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System to ascertain compliance with the regulatory framework for BVN operators and watch list for the Nigerian banking industry in the reviewed period. It noted that the assessment reveals some infractions and regulatory actions were taken. According to the CBN governor, the report further noted that there was 2.72 million enrolled in the first half of this year, bringing the total number of enrolled BVNs to 54.65 million BVNs in the system. In the report, it was also stated that the number of BVN linked accounts was 130.57 million out of 148.46 million active accounts. The report read, also 2,722,518 BVNs were enrolled, bringing total BVN enrollment to 54,651,86, reflecting an increase of 5.24% over 51,928,568 enrollments at the end of December of 2021. The number of accounts linked with BVN was 130,569,656 out of 148,462,947 active customer accounts, while the number of watch-listed BVN associated with fraud and deceased persons stood at 6,047 and 11,871 respectively. The report revealed that the total number of watch-listed BVNs for fraud rose by 13.09% from 5,347 in December of 2021 to 6,047 in June of 2022. So my good people of Biafra, the lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind, this is where we are going to come to the end of this early morning broadcast. I just want to say this, bring this to our notice about the death of Obiozo, Abi, the president of Ohanaeze Ndigbo General, who is a former ambassador to Nigeria to the US and Israel as well. So if you are not subscribed to this channel, please endeavor to do that as soon as possible. And make sure you take 1 minute or 2 minutes of your time just to commiserate with those families who are in pains in this time that they're supposed to be happy, or they're supposed to be sharing joy and peace and love with one another. But most of them have gone into pains, cries and agony because of the death or loss of any loved one in their families. If you are not subscribed, I repeat myself, endeavor to do that. If this is your first time of hearing this voice or any voice that is related to this voice, please endeavor to subscribe, share any of my content there, and make sure that you like and also comment. Until I come your way again, please remember, I never change. I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk, where we speak to you the truth about things of life and undiluted truth about the sycophants in different government offices and never do well, who have vowed that this country will still remain in perpetual darkness, but it's not going to happen for them, because the Almighty Chukwuka Abiyama is always out there to save us and to see us through in everything that we do. Have a nice day, my people, and have a nice time. And may this time of love share it among your family, your brothers and sisters, and your well-wishers, and also your colleagues in the office. This is a time of showing love. Give alms to those ones who do not have, and those ones who have been pleading for alms. Anywhere you find them, please endeavor to share the love with them. Also, they are human beings, because without you, they can never ever be filled in any way. Until I come your way again, I still remain Okute Daily Talk. Bye for now. Kemesha no monem. Anaka Chineke meziokwu. N'afa Nna na Nwa na nke Mmụọ Nsọ. Ise.